Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to be talking about a matter that is really close to my heart, and that's about mental health. How I dealt with breakups, betrayal, cheating, depression, and suicides. The reason I often stress about mental health and being a guy that I just think that's not talked about enough. And I think that sometimes we have to put on this pseudo-masculine front, and that it's really, really difficult, especially for me, to try and be vulnerable and to share about these kind of stories. It is a really touchy topic, so I apologies if I'm not really PR trained. And this might ruin my chances of a future relationship or when I'm applying for jobs, because I think most people see it as being soft, and I'm trying to detract from that stigma. So, just about a year ago exactly, I got cheated on. And for the longest time, I kept all the receipts and I kept looking through the texts and photos, and I just think that was really unhealthy for me. And I'm gonna try and leave out all of these details in this video because I don't want it to detract from my main topic about mental health. Right, so I'm filming this on a Thursday night. There's a reason for this happening a year later because of recent incidents, and I preface this is not for attention or for pity. I obviously have not posted anything on social media for the last year. I was just backpacking and trying to find my own peace. I was really willing to actually fade into irrelevant obscurity with regards to media, and I never really wanted to do it anymore. I just wanted peace, right? So this news may probably come as a shock to most of you guys, but about a year ago, I actually attempted suicide, right? It's very difficult for me to say, and I don't enjoy putting my life or private life out there. I don't want the attention, I don't want the views, and I don't want the drama. That's kind of the point why I took that long social media hiatus. If you look back at my last video, even on YouTube, I specifically said I dislike social media and putting my private life out there. I'm trying to avoid opening old wounds, palaver, social media discourse, and drama in general. And I really thought I was taking the high road by not talking about private matters, because I think that it is sometimes very messy. I don't even want to talk about this. However, unfortunately, there were purported remarks made by me regarding the nature of my breakup in my last relationship that were directed at my previous partner about infidelity, appearances, and cosmetics, which I have never said a thing about. I don't even have a friend in Hong Kong, nor have I talked to any media people there. So I'm not sure how those even got there. I'm not confirming nor denying the allegations. It's just unfortunate that some of the allegations may have hit a nerve and that it has resulted in some drama. But as I said, I never wanted any of this out there. I had to tell some of my close friends about what happened a year ago because I was going through a very difficult time and I needed my support system. So I will go more into that later. I guess the hardest part about being cheated on is that I felt like it was in my gut feeling all this while. I think it's mostly the same story for all cases of betrayal. Like you just read the raunchy texts and then you dig deeper and you found out that she went to his place and stuff, and then I tried to confront it. I kept it low key for a good long time, and I didn't want to talk about it. But that whole week that I found out and didn't say anything, it was a plain and absolute torture. That's also when I attempted suicide, right? So it was a really dumb thing to do now that I look back about it, and I'm glad I didn't do it. It's I'm not going to talk into details of how I went about with it, but thankfully I had friends come over, and I was also drinking and smoking at that time. It sounds really stupid to consider this fact over a relationship, but you got to consider that at that time I was considering marriage. I was talking to my media clients about marriage. I was talking about my relatives about uprooting myself and relocating for love, and I think that's a illusion now. I mean, it's not like I don't believe in love anymore. It's just that I'm more realistic with things as I grow older. And then at that point also I lost a lot of weight, so I took a lot of precedence on my whole life. I've always cared about, and unfortunately that sounds damn corny, but I care about my fitness and stuff, and it went to a cyclical depressive cycle, right? And obviously you didn't see this on social media because you only allow people what you want to see on social media, right? I was never comfortable showing my vulnerabilities, and I had this whole bright gimmick in my head. I wanted to be like some Super Saiyan or some shit. I don't know. I had this thinking. And I think my relatives and media clients would know because I was like talking about marriage to some of them and like uprooting and stuff. And yeah, that didn't happen obviously. And I think the hardest part about betrayal, which I will talk about, is that it messes with your self-worth. Like you question everything, like why you're not good enough. Is it like academics, or is it like career, or is it, yeah. And you always hear all these stories, right? And thankfully it really depends on context, right? The older you get, I think the more sunk costs you have, and it's also situationally dependent, how easy it is for you to walk away from it. But at the same time, when you're young, you make more irrational decisions, and you perhaps believe in this illusion and sanctity of monogamy and marriage, which is not entirely not true. It's just that not everybody believes in that, and you have to find someone that espouses to the same values as you. So that's something I learned. How I got through it, like this whole depression thing, is to build that trust back. So trust is like a very big topic, right? So 3 things I can break it down to is first of all, you gotta self-improve, right? You gotta read, write, and learn. That's like this whole thing is that you have to go on this journey where you work on yourself so that you can build up your self-esteem, because it's whenever you get betrayed like that, I think your self-esteem gets really like beaten down, right? The second thing is like to work on your physical health. It took me a long time to start working out again because I just couldn't bring myself to do it for the first couple of months. I didn't eat, right? And then I got injured multiple times because I don't know, when I'm angry, I'm irrational. I try to push myself harder in the gym and I got injured. And I went backpacking, I fell down a cliff and stuff like that. I got a nerve injury, I got here, like stuff, right? And then the third part is to like just learn to accept reality and like accept being alone. So yeah, I was also on, I think the last thing that like a lot of people don't know is like I was also on a bunch of medication. So I was on like this thing called Brintalex and Xanax, because I think it helps, you know. At some point I talked about this before, that like stuff like ashwagandha, I was kind of, it helps to mellow your mood. You tend to have less highs and lows, so you don't get like absolutely euphoric or depressed. You just have a more mellow functioning understanding and capacity to go about life. And yeah, so this whole journey in the last year has been a lot about these 3 things, right? Self-improve, physical health, and being alone. So fitness has always been my major coping mechanism. I think it helps with endorphins and catharsis. You really get to release pent-up anger, but at the same time it also sometimes can also help you build a community. And that's what I want to go about in my last point here, that you do need a support system. I'm thankful for my friends who are there for me. Yeah, of course I share with some friends, and then I think that helped me to talk about it and work through my own issues, because I too have had my own growing and maturing throughout this time. And from my own background, I used to be really religious. I used to like help out in the church a lot, and after that I was like chasing career and finances and academics, right? And this is also what like you should look for in your next partner. Like you should look for green flags and red flags. Green flags in the sense that expectations and morality has to be aligned. They have to espouse the same values. Red flags in the terms that like you gotta watch out for those things that you feel like are deal breakers. For me, that's always been like being fake and lies, right? It starts off from all those small lies, you know. If they're fake about one thing, they can be fake about a lot of things. And if they lie about a small thing, they'll lie about a lot of things, right? And I think over time you have your gut feeling, like trust your gut feeling, yeah. So yeah, I'm still trying to work on things. I also was like growing a lot in the last year and a half and 2 years. I don't know. I've been working on things, right? At some point I was, of course, like self-absorbed and like really, like I was doing well in school, making gains physically and financially, and I think that got to me. And when you're like your highest point, I think that's when the devil comes to get you. I think Denzel Washington said that to Will Smith after he slapped Kevin Hart, and I think that's true. So yeah, this whole journey is like just me trying to do better, and this is hopefully the last time I'm going to speak on this. Recording this, I'm still questioning the purpose of, but if I don't upload it, it's also just good to talk about it. Hopefully someone watching this can like understand that mental health is is very important, especially in COVID when people are alone. And yeah, moving forward, like I said, I don't have aspirations to be a celebrity. I'm not gonna go for a pageant. I wasn't even gonna go do social media or anything anymore. I just wanted to like live a quiet, peaceful life, work out. Sometimes I won't upload my workouts, but yeah, I'm not really sure how I'm gonna navigate social media these days. It's a slippery slope, I think, and there are the dangers of social media that we all know and aware of. Like when you put a life out there, I think netizens like to stir shit. Yeah, perhaps I will fade into obscurity, and that's fine by me, I guess. Um, like I said, it's been a year already, so I'm comfortable talking about this. I am willing to deal with the drama, I think, at this point, but I don't really want to deal with it anymore. So yeah, thanks for watching, and bye.